it's really important, especially when we get higher in rank, that we remember all of the material from the previous ranks, because that's what's going to build a technique as we go up. If you're an advanced red belt and you're working on a spinning hook kick, your spinning hook kick is really made up of a side kick and a roundhouse kick pullback. So if you practice and you make a proper roundhouse kick and you go back to the white belt kicking combination, how strong is your spinning hook kick going to be? Fantastic. And it kind of goes in that sense for everything. The green belt kicking combination is a starter for the brown belt kicking combination. So if you're a brown belt in the future, Mrs. Jerks, you're pretty close. In the future, if you go back and practice that green belt one, it's going to help set you up as you continue down that path. So really today, more than anything, we're going to warm up. We're going to do basics like we would usually do in a class. And then the thing that we're going to do today is we're going to go through all of the kicking combinations up to our specific rank. I am going to change the advanced red belt one, so we're not doing spinning hook kicks now. Even if we have great kicks and we have plenty of room, there's always the opportunity, especially when we're spinning, to hit something. So we'll modify that a bit. But that way we can kind of go through and use all of that to build up to what we are working on. And then we're going to try and do forms, depending on how long forms take. We're going to see about maybe doing some of our breaking technique at the end. So let's see if that works. And here we go. Okay, awesome. So hello, sir. So let's get started then. Let me angle this so I don't look very tall and everyone can see me. Okay. And sure yet? Yet?
Amen.
Hands on your hips for neck exercises. Hana, dual, set, net. Da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual. Hana, dual, set, net. Da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual. If I keep walking up to the screen, please keep going. As I'm the host, I have to let everyone into the class, because the instructor Tracy changed it. So if I walk up to the screen and I'm still counting, please just keep going. Hello, ma'am. Awesome. And arm swings to forward to back. Hana, dual, set, net. Da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual. Hana, dual, set, net. Da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual. And waist bend going this way first. Hana, dual, set, net. Da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual. Hana, dual, set, net. Da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual. And let's do toe touches this way first. Ready? And hana, dual, set, net. Da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual. Hana, dual, set, net. Da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual. From here, let's stay here for 10 seconds and hold it. Hana, dual, set, net. Da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual, up, and dual. From here, forward and backward bends. Hana, dual, set, net. Da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual. Hana, dual, set, net. Da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual. Good. Give me 1 second, everyone. I can't be the host. The instructor Tracy, you need to come back sooner than later. And people are coming. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works. Okay. He has to come back. He's not allowed to leave again. He's got to assist all my classes again. Okay, let's do leg stretches short going this way. Hana, dual, set, net, da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual, up, and dual and switch. Hana, dual, set, net, da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual, up, and dual, switch and longer. Hana, dual, set, net, da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual, up, and dual and switch. Hana, dual, set, net, da, sit, yo, sit, ilgap, yo, dual, up, and dual. Let's go down to the ground. perks of teaching from home. I have to keep moving the screen. Let's put this leg out first, 2 down, 2 over, 2 down, 2 back. Hanadu, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul. Hanadu, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul. And down for a 10 count. Hanadu, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul, up, and jul. Leg comes over for ankle rotations. Hanadul, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul. Hanadul, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul. Leg down, arm across, and twist. Hanadul, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul, up, and jul. Let's switch legs. 2 down, 2 over, 2 down, 2 back. Hanadul, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul. Hanadul, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul. And down for a 10 count. Hanadul, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul, up, and jul. And leg comes over for ankle rotations. Hanadul, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul. Hanadul, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul. Leg down, arm across, and twist. Hanadul, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul, up, and jul. Last stretch. Let's bring the bottoms of our feet together and push down. Hanadul, set, net, dasit, yosit, ilgap, yodul, up, and jul. And let's have everyone please Alice stand up. Awesome. And chariot. Kunyet.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kamsayam.
Kamsayam, ma'am.
Miss Fallon, you can be louder. If you guys are not on mute, which is absolutely okay, then I would like to hear you.
I can't be
Awesome.
that loud. I'm in an apartment.
Uh-oh. And 1 man.
1 man.
2 man. 3 man.
3 man.
4 man.
4 man.
5 man.
5
man.
6 man.
6 man.
7 man.
7 man.
8 man.
8 man.
9 man.
9
man.
10 man.
10
Kamsahamnida.
Kamsayam, ma'am.
Awesome. Junbi. Horse stance go. A.
Hey.
Then elbow strikes. 1 man. 2 man. 3 man.
3 man.
4 man.
4 man.
5 man.
5 man.
6 man.
6
7 man.
7
8 man.
8 man.
9 man. Hey.
Hey.
And borrow. Chariot. And kunyet.
Thank you, ma'am.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a few of our basic kicks, not all of them, but just a few. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to actually show, if you're a higher rank, I'm going to give you a little bit of a tweak for one of them. And then we're going to go through all the kicking combinations up to our rank. When we get to our rank, we'll continuously practice that. And everyone else will keep doing the next one until they get to theirs. I think we're going to stop besides our advanced red belt, because we're not going to do any spins today. I think our highest rank is purple belt. So we will stop, or brown belt. I can't, purple belt, right, Mrs. Jerks? I'm not just promoting you.
I'm purple belt.
Okay, I didn't just promote you all of a sudden, make you a brown belt. Okay, good. So we'll go all the way up through purple, and then we're gonna work on our forms for a little bit, and then we're gonna end on high energy. We're gonna do a bunch of our breaking technique a couple of times. So that is the plan. If there is anything you cannot do space-wise or kick-wise, please modify the best that you can while still keeping up, your energy. So everyone chariot. And kunyet.
Thank you, ma'am.
Junbi. Step this leg back, front stretch position, go A. Good. We're gonna do front stretch, up, down, and cross with the yell by my count. Make sure you do not bring your hands up until you land in your stance, okay? Ready? And hana.
A.
Good. And dual.
A.
Set.
A.
Net.
A.
Good. And let's switch our feet. Same thing on the other side. And hana.
A.
Dual.
A.
Set.
A.
Net.
A.
Good. And let's switch our feet. Hands come up, sparring stance for front kick. Front kick our back leg, knee up, kick, pull, land in front, and then step back. I know that sometimes for graduations, for certain schools, we land in back. I want us to get in the idea of landing in front so our energy is going forward. If we're attacking with our kick, if we pull back, then we're not hitting as strong as we can. We're not driving through, right? We're really just pushing them and pulling away. So we want to drive through. That's why I would like for you to land in front while we're doing it for now. Hands up for front kick. And hana. Dual. Set. Net. And switch your feet. Same thing, other leg, making sure you're driving forward. And hana. Dual. Set. Net. And let's switch our feet. From here, roundhouse kick. One of the things that people do too much, and I can explain it to you guys in a little bit more detail than I would a child, but people swing their knee across. That's not the power. The power comes from our core, from us flipping our kick. So our knee comes up like a front kick and flips over sideways. So here, knee comes straight up, and that flip is where our power is going to come for our roundhouse kick. So I want us to think that way rather than swinging our leg across. That's how you're more likely to hurt yourself. So hands up, roundhouse kick, trying to get that knee up and flip. If you do sparring at all, that's a really good way to also hide your kick because they can't tell from here if you're going to do a front kick, side kick, or roundhouse kick. Awesome. And roundhouse kick, hana. And dual. Set. Net. Good, and switch your feet. Same thing, other leg. And hana. Dual. Set. One more. Net. Good. Let's switch our feet. If you are a purple belt or higher, I'm going to modify what we're doing in a second. So just wait until I'm done, okay? Everyone else, what we're going to do is we're going to turn our toes away. Bring this a little bit lower. We're going to turn our toes away. We're going to bring our knees straight up and push straight out. So the bottom of our foot's going straight towards the camera. We don't want our foot up like this. We want our toes down. So we're hitting with our heel. Yes? So our yellow belts, our white belts, our green belts, you're going to do here, knee up, front leg side kick, pull back, land in front. If you are a purple belt or higher, what you're going to do is we're going to make it a way to practice the hooking part of a spinning hook kick. What you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing. You're going to come here, you're going to straighten out, and then you're going to bring your foot across. There. That way you can make sure, and if you have a screen in front of you, obviously for Zoom, watch it go straight across the screen and make sure it's not going up and down. So here, straight across. Yes? Does that make sense? Awesome. So, green belt and lower, we're doing just front leg side kick. Purple belts and higher, add that hook across. Ready? And hana, knee up, out and in. Good, good. Lock it out, dual. And set. Nice. When you're doing it, Mrs. Jerks, if you turn your back foot towards the back of the room, it'll help you keep your balance when you're going here. The other helpful thing when you're pulling it across is to transform it. Some people keep their foot like this, so their toes are sticking out. When you're changing it to a roundhouse kick, point your foot like you would a roundhouse kick, and that'll help pull your kick around more. Good. We have 2 more on this side. Ready? And set. And 1 more. Net. Good, and let's switch other side. And hana. Good. Dual. Set. Net. Good, and borrow. Turn it, and connect.
Thank you, ma'am.
Awesome, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to do all the kicking combinations up to our rank. So the first one that we're gonna do, everyone does together, roundhouse kick, one leg, then the other leg. And Mrs. Benajiba, this is your kicking combination, so you're gonna stick with this the whole time. The point for you to get while you're doing it is to get the chamber and pull back and keeping your body in one straight line. Yep, so don't bring your knee across your body. You want your knee in line with your hip and your shoulder. There, much better, awesome. So we're all gonna do roundhouse kick, We're going to do it, let's do this. Let's do it one time on each side. So we'll do this side, 1, 2, then we'll hop back, switch our feet, and do it on the other side. And then Mrs. Benajiba, you will continue doing that kicking combination as we make the kicks harder. Hands up, sparring stance. Good, starting with this side first. Roundhouse kick. And hana. 1, 2, then hop back and switch your feet. So now we're using the other leg. And dual. 1, 2, and hop back. So now, Mrs. Benajiba, you're gonna stay with that. We're all gonna switch our feet. We're now going to do, if you are a yellow belt or higher, roundhouse kick, fast kick, back leg kicks, then skip forward and kick the same leg again. Ready? One side, then the other side. And hana. And hop back. If you're doing the roundhouse kick, fast kick, you don't need to switch your feet now. There we go. And dual. Roundhouse kick, fast kick, and hop back. Awesome. So yellow belt, if your belt is yellow, you're gonna practice roundhouse kick, fast kick. You wanna get the idea of going from that first kick and getting your knee up to kick again. So that's your focus. Everyone else, if you are higher than a yellow belt, you're gonna do, let me do this side. Low roundhouse kick, high roundhouse kick, okay? So we're gonna do 1 each side. Ready? And hana. And then switch your feet so you're doing the other side. And dual. Good. And switch your feet. Awesome. If you are a green belt or higher, now we're going to do roundhouse kick, turn around roundhouse kick. So here, back leg kicks, land, turn all the way around, kick the same leg again. Okay? Yellow belt, you're still doing roundhouse kick, fast kick. White belt, you're still doing roundhouse kick, roundhouse kick. You're gonna be sweating by the time you're done with this. This is my 4th class doing it, and I'm white. Okay, ready? And hana. Roundhouse kick, turn around, roundhouse kick. And then hop back, so you're doing the other side. Dual. Awesome. Okay, so green belts, you're gonna continue with roundhouse kick, turn around, roundhouse kick. Blue belts, we're going to do cut kick, roundhouse kick. When we're here, you wanna pick your knee up and pop and hop at the same time. Here, pop, land, and then do your roundhouse kick afterwards, okay? So that is our cut kick. It is a fast kick, almost with a side kick. Hands up, but and also you're hopping while you're kicking, not before you're kicking. Okay, ready? And hana, 1, 2, and then hop back. Now the other side, dual, hana, 2. There we go. And from here, purple belts and higher, we have cut, kick, back kick. Yes? Cut, kick, turn, back kick. Last one. Ready? Yellow belts, you're still doing roundhouse kick, fast kick. White belt, you're still doing roundhouse kick. Green belt, you're still doing roundhouse kick, turn around, roundhouse kick. Ready? And hana. Cut kick, back kick. Another side. Dual. And everyone borrow. Chariot. And Kenyette.
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't know if you're as tired as I am. I don't really, the master Edward says I sweat, I don't glisten. But this is exhausting, so let's, if you want to grab a quick drink of water, let's do that and come back. Awesome. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to spend, what time is it? Perfect. We're going to spend the next few minutes on forms. So we'll spend about 8. Let me do this so you guys can see me again. We're going to spend about 8 minutes on our forms. We're going to go through, practice what we do know, get more if we need more. We're going to end with our breaking technique, give everyone a little bit of time to practice that. And then we'll do a couple more stretches at the end, and that'll be our class. So is there anyone who does not know their form at all? No, we all know it. Great. Let's do this. Okay. I usually start from the lowest rank and go to the highest rank. This time I'm gonna start from the highest rank and go to the lowest rank. So I'm gonna ask that everyone practice what they know. I know that even our white belt can do up to the first yellow by themselves. So I'm gonna ask that you guys start practicing, and I will make my way across screens and we'll go through these forms. Okay, let me do this. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
You know all of the form. You're ready to graduate. You had, we worked on something at the end of the form.
Yeah, I was practicing this part when you go like this. So I'm good with that now. Excuse me a minute, guys, get the dog out of here. So she was good, and all of a sudden she had to wake up. Okay. So I'm very good with my form. I feel comfortable with it. Like I said, I should have graduated back in March. So I'll practice. If you want to work with the other people that need more help, I'm good with that also.
Well, I'll watch you one time, and I'll maybe give you something for you to do while you continue practicing, and then I'll make my way around to everyone else. So let me pull up your video so it's nice and big so I can see you.
Let me see if I can.
There we go. Okay. You can do it on your own.
Yep.
I'll watch.
Just have to move back a little bit. Hey. No, that was.
When 1,000 to 1,000.
Yeah. I'm running out of room. Hold on. Sorry. Know how to move.
Oh, wow.
Just moving out of the way.
It looks strong. One of the things that I saw when you were coming forward and you were doing, so you did your spear, turn around, back fist. You just have to make sure you step forward for the punch.
Okay.
And then after that, I have to do a mirror image. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. So you punch, you turn, you chop, you hold. When you go back, your elbow goes forward in a horse stance. Then you shift into a front stance. Then you have to make sure you don't punch.
Oh, yeah.
You never switch your feet. Yeah, you never switch your feet. It's literally a shift of stance. It's back stance, horse stance, horse stance. The elbow's going forward, not behind. Front stance, front stance.
Yep.
It's so weird. It's got too many stances in like the shortest amount of time. But that's the only thing that I would really define more.
Okay.
Everything else looks really sharp.
Thank you. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
good
hard.
job.
I'm trying to maneuver around the coffee table and the dog too. So
What's it called? Grandmaster Brillo wants to do a bring your dog to class day next.
We have 2 doggies.
that's one of them. She's my
Oh.
German Shepherd,
Look, AJ.
and then AJ is a Shepherd Husky mix. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
they would not be good in class. They'd be all over everybody.
My neighbor used to have a German Shepherd.
She's my
Pretty
love.
good. Awesome.
So, thank you very much. I'll continue working on it.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Mrs. Dirks, you're up.
Yes, ma'am.
I know that senior instructor Tracy had you practicing on the side. You've gone through probably this whole form a million times. You're always in class. So,
Yeah, bits and pieces. It's hard because I can't move around, but Yeah.
oh, yep, absolutely. So why don't you go through it. If you need to move, obviously you move, and we'll find maybe a little detail like I did, or with all my other classes that you can work on as you're doing the whole form since you know it very well.
okay, thank you, ma'am. All right.
Whenever you're ready.
Sit. Sit.
Awesome. 2 things to work on. When we're doing the spear, we want to make sure that we're doing both hands at the same time. So I don't know. I can't think of mirror right now. Mirror, so it would be this side. So when I'm going through, from here, I want to bring this hand and this hand back, and they want to go at the same time. So they land at the same time. So you don't want to go first and then go over it. You want to try and land it. The other thing is your side kick and your hammer fist looked really good. Just make sure you pull back after the kick.
Yes. I'm always worried about just falling over.
That's why I gave the whole idea of doing that drill of being here and then pulling back here and then doing it again. That's so good. I've become so much more confident doing that drill. So having my side kicks and forms. So I'd recommend that. Awesome. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
We have green belts somewhere. Let's see. Woohoo, green belts. Awesome. Great. I know that my green belts are super, super strong. So let's do this. Let's go through the form. I will probably torture everyone with either the going backwards or the knife hand part, knowing me and knowing this form. But we will see. We'll see what needs more work. See a need, fill a need. So chariot, kunyat,
Thank you, ma'am.
Jumbi, I'm doing it like this for you guys because there are multiple screens, so now I can keep up with everyone. Page samjang.
Pagi samjang man.
Good. And hina. Dual. Set. Net. Dasit. Yosit. Ilgap. Yoro. Hana. Bend that elbow, Mr. Saper. There we go. Dual. Set. Net. Dasit. Yosit. Ilgap. Yodul. Hop. Yule. Hana. Dual. Set. Net.
Hey!
Awesome. And borrow. So the one thing that I would really work on is I know it's harder to land going backwards and blocking at the same time. But when you're doing it, I'm just going to do a random side because it all ends up being the same. But if I'm here, when I'm going backwards, you guys all set really well. As you're going, you want to stay the same level and then pop and land at the same time. That's what's going to give you your power. Everything comes from the core. Just like you guys set cover, right? And you do a low block, or you would set cover and do a high block. You land and you block at the same time. That would be something I would try to do. So when you're going through 1, 2, and when you step back, right, you get that pop and get more power. So it's not placing the block and it's not swinging your arm. It's coming from your core of boom, sitting into that stance. But everything else, this hands for the knife, everything looks strong. It was very impressive.
Thank you, ma'am.
Awesome. Yellow belts. Miss Fallon, you look tired, ma'am.
I am tired.
Good thing we're almost done. So let's go through the form. I know that both of you guys have it super strong and maybe we can find something to work on. At this point, especially with the adults, it's much easier to do it like this since you guys are really, really quick at picking stuff up. So Chariot, Kanyat,
Thank you, ma'am.
Junbi, good, Page Iljong,
Pagi iljang, ma'am.
and Hana. Dual. Set. Net. Dasit. Yosit. Ilgap. Yoru.
Hey!
Hana.
Sorry.
Dual. Set. Net. Dasit. Yosit. Ilgap. Yoru.
Hey!
Hana. Dual. Set. Net. And borrow. Whoa, that technique was so awesome. Oh my gosh. It actually it was really hard to find something for this form for both of you. One thing I would say is when you're doing the chop, make sure your arm is straight and you're reaching out nice and straight. The only other thing that I would do, and this is something that Grandmaster Burlow has us practicing, so if you have it now, you'll have it throughout all of your forms, is just landing and blocking, pop at the same time, and just getting that 1-2 popping motion instead of being boom, boom. It's gonna help make things that much stronger. There are certain moves where it's harder to do that, and there are certain moves where it's easier to do it. So setting 1-2 pop, pop, right? It depends on the way that you're setting and going through, and that's just something that the more you do it and the more that you consciously think about it, the more it'll happen naturally. So that would be the one thing I would have you guys practice. Are you sweating, sir? Did I do a good job of making you guys work hard? Yeah. Okay. Good. Awesome. So let's all do our form one more time, and then what we'll do is we'll do our kicking combination like 3 times, and then we'll end class. We'll be done. Awesome. So everyone, one more time your form, and then we'll move on. Okay, and I'm watching.
Your tongue down.
Make sure your hand stays tight to your side.
Hey.
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 Dances.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, if you finish, you have a little bit of a break. It's always good.
Stop.
Awesome. So to end, we are going to do our break 30 times on each leg. So if you're a yellow belt, we have front kick. Yes. One of the things that I would do, and this is how actually my instructor set me up. Hold on. I gotta tilt the camera again. They would have me set up. So if I was going to do the break, I would be here, and then I would put my foot in that position. So I'd go on the ball, like on the ball of my foot. So that way when I kicked, my foot was in the proper foot positioning. So I would use that to set yourself up to make sure that you don't hurt your toes. Green belts, you have stepping side kick. So you step behind, front leg side kick. Yes. We have for purple belts, you have jumping front kick or skipping axe kick. I know Mrs. Jerks, you're all set. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. That's an easy one to know. And then for Ivy Dread belts, we have spinning hook kick. I would modify it and do like a back leg side kick for now, and then bring it across, almost like the drill we did before, but starting with the back leg. So being here, boom, and pulling it all the way back around. That I would practice now, so that way you know that your foot's gonna go straight through the board, rather than, and you have a board to practice on, perfect, than doing a full spinning hook kick. So let's do 3 times each leg, and then we will be done. So sparring stance, let's start with this side first. Okay. And, oh, which one to do? I'll do front kick with the yellow belts. And, hana!
Hey.
Hey.
And duel.
Hey.
And set.
Hey.
Good, and switch your feet. Same thing on the other side, 3 times. Ready, and hana.
Hey.
And duel.
Hey.
And one more. Set. And borrow. If you have kids who are the same rank as you at home, or even if they're not the same rank, this is a perfect thing to do with them. Whether they have a board, that's great. Thank you for helping, sir. Or not, just having them hold something for you to aim at is really, really, really helpful. That way you can always see your target and find your targets. Especially with higher level kicks, when you have to turn or look at a different direction, it's really, really good to have some type of target. Right now, I get to aim at all of you guys, which is really, really helpful for me. But just kind of that idea is really, really important. One of the things that I've been telling all of the classes, and obviously I'll pass this on to you guys as well, as you know, you're building upon the things that you learned before. You start off doing roundhouse kick, you turn that roundhouse kick into roundhouse kick, fast kick. Then you can turn it into a roundhouse kick, jump around roundhouse kick. Or you can use it for your spinning hook kick when you're pulling back. So everything that you do, if you find that one thing you're doing a lot and you need things to change up, or you're having trouble with the technique, go back to your basics. Go back to what you did as a white belt. Go back to what you did as a yellow and orange belt and use that. I was explaining before, senior instructor Tracy, we're both 4th degree black belts. And not because we teach all the time, but because it's part of building our technique as 4th degrees. We practice the color belt and the first on forms more than anything else. I've done choreo more since getting my 4th degree black belt than I have done the first 4th degree black belt form. And I'm supposed to be on the 3rd one now, because that's something that really helped me build all my other techniques for my forms. And it was really, really important to do. So please go back, revisit all those other things. Use your basics 1, use your basics 2, go do your basic kicks. We went through all the basic kicking combinations. That's something easy to do. But break things down. Find the techniques in between, right? And that's something that'll help build the technique that you have now and make it a lot better in your future technique, obviously, as you go through. So that by the time you get to 1st degree black belt, you are looking like more like a 2nd degree. You get to 2nd degree black belt, you're looking more like a 3rd degree. And that should kind of be the idea and the concept behind it. I tell all of my Bodan belts, and if you're about to get your Bodan belt soon, or you have a couple of months or years, the idea of us giving a Bodan belt means that we see you're on track for black belt. You have to show that you are a black belt. Then you get it. We don't just obviously give out black belts and then, oh yeah, you're a black belt, woohoo! No, you have to show that you already are one. When you get your 1st degree, you're showing that you are ready, or you are a 2nd degree in your heart and in your technique. And that's kind of the concept that I tell my kids. I'm not going to treat you like color belts. I'm going to treat you like black belts. But that's what I want us to think about as we're going through. Everything that we're doing is to show that we are ready to be a black belt physically and mentally, rather than just understanding a concept, rather than just, okay, I'm going for my orange belt. Okay, I'm going for my blue belt, whatever it is. So, and if you have kids, that's something really good to tell them too, so they don't get super big-headed, because I know some kids are like, oh, I'm getting my next belt. Okay, it's time to take it easy. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Hopefully you guys worked hard and sweated. I've been sweating all day, so my mom's probably going to complain when I go downstairs to the kitchen. But and hopefully I'll get to see everyone on Wednesday. So try it. And class is dismissed. Kamsahamnida. Have a great night. Enjoy.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.